Hold on, I see it. I see I am. So let me just stop the recording so I can start it back. All right. So we are talking about successful versus unsuccessful thinking. That's what we're talking about today. So let me. Recording in progress. So when we're looking at this successful versus unsuccessful thinking, it is so amazing how, or at least what I'm learning in my personal life, and how every level is going to be a new mental challenge, right? Every level is going to be a new mental challenge. And I really want to encourage you with that so you're not feeling discouraged, beating yourself up and all of that stuff as you're going from one place in your life to the next, right? And so even with my coach is like, it's easier to make $1 million than it is to make 30,000, right? He's like, it's easier to make $1 million than it is to make 30,000. And so, I mean, when he say that, mom, it's challenging, how I think. It's challenging how I'm seeing things, and it's not really challenging a belief system around finances, because I believe that God wants us to have more than enough. We can't have lack. And if he called us to be lenders and not borrowers, right? And so he's challenging us with our thinking. And I'm like, man, the same thing he's saying to me, I find myself saying, in our sessions, right? And so I just want to today, I really want us to look at successful versus unsuccessful thinking. Like, what do successful people do versus what do unsuccessful people do? Okay. And of course, success is in the eye of the beholder, right? But what I mean by, and so it's basically up to you when you're looking at your life and you're saying, okay, wait, maybe I'm successful in this area as a mom, not successful as a wife or as a partner, right? Maybe I'm successful in my business, but I'm not successful at home. And so I want you to look at it, because I don't want us to minimize it, success to just finances, because it's not. And so again, while I'm doing this, I am actually going live on YouTube as well, and wanting to just expand the reach and help as many people as I can as we're going on this journey. And so let's look at the mindset. Successful people, they have a growth mindset. They have a growth mindset. What does that mean? They believe that they can improve with effort, right? So successful people believe that they can improve with effort. Unsuccessful people have a fixed mindset, right? They believe that abilities are static, right? So what does that mean? Oh, when we say things like, this is just how I am, well, my life can't get better because of the things that happened to me when I was a child. And we begin to go, through life with this fixed mindset, which is a blocking mindset, which is actually the mindset that's hindering us from reaching our goal. And so as we're going through this and you're listening, I really want you to begin to identify what are the beliefs that you've been entertaining, that you've been saying to yourself, that's actually hindering you from reaching your goal. Do you give up quickly? Right? So we're looking at successful mindset versus unsuccessful mindset. So response. So when we're looking at just the response, right? So successful people see failure as a learning opportunity and keep going. Pay attention to that. Successful people sees failure as a learning opportunity and keep going. Unsuccessful people fear failure and let it stop them from trying. So before we ever even, try, we're so afraid of failure that we stop. We don't even do it, right? We don't even start writing the book. We don't start the business. We don't leave the job that's toxic. We don't leave the relationship that's toxic, because again, that fear of failure is actually paralyzing us. Successful people understand that, guess what? Where I am now, I don't always have to be. right? That I can learn from my failures and I can keep moving. I can keep going. So successful people, when we're talking about viewing the way they learn, successful people constantly seek knowledge and self-improvement, right? We cannot go further than the information that we have. Successful people, they constantly seek knowledge and self-improvement. Unsuccessful people avoid learning and stick to what they know. They stick around the same people, right? They continue to do the same things, even though they don't like it. But that fear of failure is actually hindering them from doing something different. So the difference, successful people, they're constantly seeking knowledge, constantly seeking ways to improve. Unsuccessful people avoid learning and stick to what they know. The attitude towards change. Successful people embrace change as an opportunity for growth. So those of you who have, difficult difficulty with accepting change, this would be a challenge for you. Because successful people, they embrace change as an opportunity for growth. Unsuccessful people resist change and stay in their comfort zone. I don't want to move. I don't want to go. Again, all being led by this spirit of fear. All being led because we don't know, right? A lot of people stay in dysfunctional, toxic relationships because they don't know, right? The fear of the future. They'd rather stay in the discomfort that they're used to than the discomfort of change. And so really pay attention to that. And I want you, as we're going through this, think about, where am I on this scale, right? Do I have a successful mindset or an unsuccessful mindset? Am I one that embrace change, or do I resist change? These are questions I want you to ask yourself. So when we're looking at focus, successful people focus on solutions and opportunities. Unsuccessful people focus on problems and excuses, right? So paying attention to that. What am I focusing on? Because that which we focus on the longest become the strongest. If you're constantly focusing on what's not going right, if you're constantly focused on what they did. Yesterday we talked about the pain, the power, and the purpose. We talked about the difference between pain, right, and suffering. I think pain and suffering, I forget exactly the word, but when we recognize that the difference is how we allow disappointments and the feelings to be prolonged. So really pay attention to that. So successful people focus on solutions and opportunities. Unsuccessful people focus on problems and excuses. So how do we handle criticism? Successful people use criticism constructively to improve. Unsuccessful people take criticism personally and become defensive. And let me help you understand. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on. When you are one who is easily offended, people will not want to work with you. They will not want to help you because you got your feelings on your sleeve. And then you'll be, isolating, killing relationships because, again, you're looking at criticism in a negative way instead of being able to take it so you can improve, right? And so really pay attention to that, because successful people use every opportunity as an opportunity to grow, okay? Successful people, when we're talking about time management, successful people plan and prioritize time effectively. Unsuccessful people waste time on distractions and lack focus. Pay attention to this. Unsuccessful people waste time on distractions and lack focus. We're constantly doing everything and what we need to be doing to get us to the next level. Networking. Successful people surround themselves with positive and successful people, right? Unsuccessful people surround themselves with negative or unmotivated people. Understand that. Keep that in mind. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you isolating because of, your experiences with people? So really pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Make sure you're on mute.
I have my.
So when we're talking about decision making, successful people make decisive choices and take calculated risks. Unsuccessful people struggle with indecisiveness and avoid risk. We struggle with that again for the fear of failure, fear of making mistakes. Well, let me help you with that. We are going to fail. We are going to make mistakes. So understand that. So successful people make decisive choices. They weigh the costs and they take calculated risks. Unsuccessful people struggle with indecisiveness. Well, I don't really know. Oh, should I do this? Or wait, right? And avoid risk taking. So when we're looking at financial habits, successful people invest and save wisely, thinking long term. Unsuccessful people live paycheck to paycheck with no financial plan. And again, if this is where you are, it's perfectly okay. It's not to be, it's not about judgment. You don't want to judge us. It's just recognizing, where am I right now? Because if you don't understand where you are right now, you don't know what the steps you need to take to get to where it is you desire to go. So when we're looking at this, it's like, okay, wait, this is what I need to adjust. So if I've been looking at life like this and I want to be successful, well, this is how successful people look at it, right? And so as we're going through that, I wanted to share because I'm like, okay, wait, if I'm struggling even in the area that I'm in right now, going from, and we're all growing and growing from level to level, right? It's not a stagnant place. If you're stagnant, then you're not living. So really, it doesn't matter whether you have your own business, whether you have a lot of money. That part don't matter. Whether you marry, it's like if you still have life, you still have purpose. It's still a reason, for you being here. So this is what I want us to do. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna put you in groups, and then I'm going to. I want y'all to share in your group first, and then.
Recording stop.
So I want you to share in your group first, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to bring y'all back, and then we'll go from there. Give me one moment. And so right now I am doing a women's empowerment group, and teaching. We do these groups every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. 2, 1, 2, 3. And so, let's see, Erica. I wanna, let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay, so when I put y'all in the rooms, y'all going to share with one another what you got from this particular PowerPoint, whatever came up for you, and then I'm gonna bring y'all back. So each person has to share, right? And then I'm gonna bring y'all back into the room. So I'm getting ready to open up the rooms now. And so on Zoom, we're able to, just in case you don't know, we're able to create rooms. And rooms in Zoom gives, it's kind of like breakout rooms. So individuals can kind of share with one another. And so, okay, why this person? Hold on. Yeah, breakout rooms, and they can really share with one another. Galaxy, I need you to go into your group if you're available. I don't know if she driving Joy or not. Joy, I need you to go in that other room. Okay, there she go. Okay, give me 1 second. And so I'm helping individuals on YouTube understand this process. And so on Zoom, we're able to do breakout rooms. And so I have the individuals going into breakout rooms and kind of sharing what it is that they got from the lesson today. And yeah, and helping individuals like identify the blocking beliefs, right? The limiting beliefs that they may have that's actually hindering them from reaching their goal, right? Causing them to stay stuck and stagnant in particular space, okay? Oh, Mr. Lopez. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to share that or this particular lesson with you. Again, looking at how successful people think versus how unsuccessful people think. And so we're getting ready to start. And thank you for tuning in. And I will see you next time. So listen, every Thursday we do Thriving Thursday. So Thursday's video will be out tomorrow. So that's blending um, faith and business. So if you're interested in that, check my page out. So that's Thriving Thursdays and Mindset Mondays. And so I will see you next time.